Recorded without my mic on, so the energy is different, maybe non-existent. Only other situation here, Sag, is that you're expecting your ships to come in. Spirit, you said you'd bless me. I'm waiting on the blessings. I believe in you. I trust you. I know that you will. But we're waiting on some money to come in. We're waiting on some results. We're waiting on something to be finalized. We're waiting for some sort of permission to do something. We're waiting to move forward. So there's something we are expecting to come in so that we can move forward. I don't know what that is for you. It'll be different for all of us. Challenge to that is us, the Sagittarian energy. Finding balance, finding purpose, finding meaning, blending those two halves of each other, the divine feminine and the divine masculine together into one super being, right? So one divine, amazing being. Our impatience, I think too, right? Temperance is also finding patience, finding balance, grounding in the midst of a storm. And we're working on that, right? We're not doing bad, but we could do better. We're impatient, Spirit. We're ready. We're ready to go, Spirit. Some of us have done all the shadow work. We've done all of the healing work you asked us to do. We cleared out all those old people that didn't serve us. We focused on ourselves and what made us happy. And we ready. We ready, Spirit. We at the train station. Got our bags packed. We are. Let's go on to the next chapter. In the past, the world, picture perfect. So you were, someone else was to you. I don't know. That is fixed sign energy as well. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, if any of that rings a bell. In the future, overwhelming emotion. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it, Sag? Overwhelming emotion. New feelings of love, compassion. But on your conscious mind is someone from the past. You want that old thing back, or they do, but it's on your mind, so you know that they do too, or something. You know what I mean? But the innocence of it all, the nostalgia, the joy, the familiarity, the happy memories with this person. Even if they were a bad person, right? You're mature enough to know what was good about it and how they could change and still be that person. Perhaps they were masking, and you could tell it, right? You could see it even then. This could have been 5, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and it's like, yeah, I know you putting on for everybody, but I love you and I know the real you. So that's fine. You can put on like whatever you got to do, bestie, to get through life. But like you knew it, you saw through it, and you still accepted that person. But they didn't accept themselves, and they are still working on that. And that's really why y'all aren't together. Bloop, bloop. That person's still a creep, and chooses to be a creep, right? La la la, la la la. Or y'all would be happily ever after, and we wouldn't be dealing with all of this. We wouldn't be talking about how y'all aren't together. But subconsciously, you're all about your emotional fulfillment. Can't nobody hold me down. Can't nobody hold me. I got that the first time I did the reading with this card. It just hit me when I was doing this. Yeah, can't nobody hold you back. It's all about what fulfills you. And you're more focused on that. Maybe you've done a lot of people pleasing in the past. Maybe you've done a lot of settling and just, what is somebody saying? They said their mother used to say to them, get along to get along. Yeah, get along to get along, right? That's some old boomer mentality, right? Well, just got to be the middle of the road and just got to not rock the boat and everything's going to be okay. No, 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 no. Married to the Mob. I had a t-shirt that said, and it's a popular saying now, well-behaved women rarely make history. And that goes for men too, right? Like, nobody's going to remember that you behaved. No one's going to be talking about when you're dead how You did everything right, right? Like we talk about people who did things, adventurers, conquerors, someone who made a difference, philanthropists, who gave their entire riches, right? We're going to remember Bezos's wife for just giving away a lot of her money. We won't maybe remember anything else about her in 20 years. We'll remember that woman gave some woman money to some black institutions on purpose. We'll remember that. That was a whole tangent. I'm sorry. You see yourself defending your lifestyle, defending your beliefs, and not just defending them, crusading. Right? This is a crusader. The Knight of Swords is different from the collective reading I just did when we were talking about the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and methodical, and I always do things the right way. Like I was just saying, right? Get along to get along. Knight of Swords is move out of my way. I must strike out a new path. Okay? Warrior spirit, knight, for real. The real knight in shining armor, the Knight of Swords. His beliefs carry him. His beliefs are his sword, and he will cut through anyone else's to defend his, right? How others see you as an opportunity. Okay? Somebody sees you as the jewel, as the gem, as the treasure. Doing something right, Sag. I wouldn't worry too much. Hope, fears, and dreams is that you maintain your inner strength, your inner fortitude. This is also Leo energy. But I think, you have to maintain your composure. So, excuse me, if this past person were to come back, they're going to overwhelm your emotions, right? Because you do love this person. Again, you saw past their mask. You see them differently than literally anyone else sees them. No one sees them like you do. No one gave them compassion, extended the olive branch as many times as you do to them. You have to be strong. No, this person didn't apologize. They just asked you if you wanted to smash or hang out. And are you going to fold? Are you Kalani's folded when that person approaches? They did you dirty. You've been talking about it for years. They're like the villain in your story. You gonna just open the door? You're just gonna open the door and be like, hey, come in, fuck me over again. I don't think you should do that, Sag. I think you shouldn't do that, Sag. Put them on ice. If you're confused, again, I say they fucked you over. They were disrespectful to you. What you gonna do about that? You gonna let them disrespect you again? You don't have no boundaries? You didn't learn boundaries? We didn't learn. That's not what you've been working on? Should have been. I've been pulling boundary. I started pulling the boundaries card in one of my other decks a couple years ago. So 2-3 years ago, you should. Okay, you're not tapped in. Like maybe don't read cards, but boundaries should have been something we was working on the last couple of years. If you didn't know, you don't have good boundaries, or you do have better boundaries now, right? But the outcome will be single and independent and successful. Don't take this as bad news, right? Everybody wants to hear a tarot reading and hear, oh, my ex is coming back and they love me and we're gonna get married and everything's gonna be happily ever after. Sometimes you gotta not take things personally. Maybe you don't have to be married to this person to enjoy this person. Maybe you don't have to be in a relationship. I don't think you were before. Let's be for real. You weren't fully in a relationship before this person. You enjoyed this person. So do it again. Date them again. Be not exclusive some more. And enjoy yourself. But don't give them everything you gave them before. Is what's happening here, right? You're not the way you were before. Over the whole reading, celebration, finding your tribe. Go back to my reading. You about to be outside with that gang. Even if you're moving, relocating, whatever this summer, that's where you're gonna find your real gang. Your real friends. Some true fellowship, community, collaboration, sharing, support, friendship. That real shit. That real shit. Not none of the fake shit. And you know what it is. You know what a fake friend look like. For the oracle cards, we got divorce, experiencing a breakup. We got fire signs. So maybe they're another Aries, Leo, Sag, or have a lot of placements, even if their sun is slightly different. They probably have an Aries, Leo placement like yourself. And then, it's not. And the last card I got here was love spell. So you've been bewitched. Is this person spiritual at all?